Welcome back. I'm Wyatt Goolsby in for Lauren Ashburn. Two underground bishops in China who are loyal to Rome have agreed to step aside. Last week in Beijing, Archbishop Claudio Celli, a representative of the Vatican, in the center of this picture, asked one of the bishops, Vincent Gao Shijin, pictured on the left, to cede his role to Vincent Zha Si Lu on the right. Vatican Correspondent Juliet Linley joins us from Rome. Juliet, why is the Vatican asking these bishops who are loyal to the Vatican to step down?
Wyatt, the Vatican says that its main concern is unity. Asia News, a Vatican news agency, says the Pope is afraid that if the Vatican doesn't cooperate as part of its deal with the Chinese government on the appointment of bishops, that the deal will fall through. But this step has saddened many priests and lay faithful in China, according to Asia News. They see this as a betrayal on the part of the Vatican of millions of Chinese Catholics who have endured discrimination and suffering over decades.
So remind us, Juliet, what was the original deal the Vatican made with China?
Wyatt, that historic deal was struck in September, and the Vatican didn't release any details, however. So it did say that it was the beginning, not the end, of a process of dialogue, and the Vatican said the accord will allow the faithful to have bishops who are in communion with Rome, but at the same time recognized by the Chinese authorities.
What has been the reaction of Catholics in China to the news of the bishop stepping down?
Wyatt, we reached out to Father Bernardo Cervellera, who runs the online news agency Asia News, and he tells us Catholics in China are split. He says some denounce this move as a betrayal by the Vatican, but there are other Catholics in China who are happy because they say that now there is finally one official church in the country, and they see the unity as strength going forward. The Vatican says the bishop stepping aside is a gesture of obedience and, quote, a sacrifice for the general situation of the Chinese church. And according to Asia News, the Holy Father expressed his great appreciation for Bishop Guo and asked him to personally continue to provide pastoral care to his flock while at the same time helping to integrate the other bishop.
Well, I know this is a sensitive issue and a divisive one for Catholics in China, so we'll continue to pray for the church there. Juliet Lindley, EWTN News Nightly Vatican Correspondent. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Wyatt.